my phone holds up here. Alright. So it is holding up. Which is good. Alright, so we got Micah Parsons going to the Packers, right? Now, I seen everybody talking about this, man. Everybody. But when I first heard the news, I didn't hear many people talking about it, and everybody didn't know the details and whatnot. So, the Cowgirls got robbed, alright? Let's put that up there so my phone stays cool. The Cowboys got robbed. So, Cowboys are going to think they won the trade too, because old Jerry Jones living in Jerryland. So the Packers gave up 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark. Now, for those of you who don't know Kenny Clark was an absolute beast. I wouldn't say his first year in the league, because when he was a rookie, he didn't really show out too much. He kind of had, like a season what he had last year. Not the greatest. But after that, if you go between his second year and the year before last, which would have been 2024, he had great stats for a defensive tackle. It wasn't Dexter Lawrence stats or anything like that, but they were killer stats. And another thing too is Kenny Clark was good at stopping the run, but he's not going to be in those pass-heavy coverages that Micah Parsons was in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a lot different defensive coverages for the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys lost. They lost that trade. The Cowboys completely lost that trade. Jerry Jones might as well have given away, since he gave Micah Parsons away to the Packers, right? The Packers are going to the playoffs the next 2 years. Lock that in, right? So the Packers are going to go to the playoffs the next 2 years in a row. And Jerry Jones might as well have taken 2 second-round picks, because let's say the Packers go deep into the playoffs, right? Like everybody expects them to do, especially now that they got Micah Parsons. That pick could be like a 25 to a 32nd overall pick. A high second-round pick, essentially, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's just going to be a shit season for the Cowboys for sure. Packers definitely won the trade. They didn't give up much. And they got to keep Rashawn Gary. The fact that they were able to keep Rashawn Gary and give up an older player and Kenny Clark, it was a win. Because Rashawn Gary's 27. Micah Parsons turning 26 if he's not already 26. And Kenny Clark is going to turn 31 years old. He's only got 2 more years on his contract, so he's got this year, and then 2026 is going to be his final year on that contract, and then you're going to see, like, whether or not he's going to really, if that contract is going to hold up or not. So it was a bullshit trade from the Cowboys. Honestly, I feel like it's going to set the Cowboys back about 5 to 6 years. Looking at the draft class for defensive ends right now, I don't really see anybody eye-popping like an Abdul Carter or a Micah Parsons. If they would have did that last year and then traded up to kind of acquire Abdul Carter ahead of the Giants, probably would have made sense for them, you know? But since they did it ass backwards, it's not going to make a whole lot of sense. What do you guys think? Put your comments down below. What do you guys think that this trade is worth right here? Do you think that the Cowboys got great value for their trade? Do you think the Cowboys got low value? I think they got lowballed just because Micah Parsons was due a high contract. It's kind of like how we got Brian Burns. We really didn't pay too much for Brian Burns because we had to pay Brian Burns a hefty contract. And really, honestly, let's go ahead and put this into a different sort of perspective. Jerry Jones was offering Micah Parsons around $40 million a year because he thought he had a handshake agreement, like back in the old days. Because Jerry Jones thinks this is still the 70s and the 80s. So he thought he had a handshake agreement. He was going to pay him $40 million. I don't think he was going to go up to 47 and some change. So really, you have Jerry Jones over here arguing with Micah Parsons over $7 million and some change. Was it worth it? Kind of like how the Giants front office were arguing with Saquon Barkley over, you know, $5-6 million. Like, pay the man. That's chump change. Look at what he just did and shit right now. Look at what he, Saquon Barkley, that is. Look what he just did. And everybody's saying that Micah Parsons isn't going to play the first game, like, hella reps and shit, you know, but he will. He's going to get a lot of fucking reps in there. They're not just going to have him on a snap count just because he doesn't know the playbook, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to play. He's going to play. I was talking with some coworkers today, and you can tell a lot of these Cowgirl fans are upset. Go figure. It is what it is. But, shit. I wish the Giants got freaking I wish we did, but we would have been in the same position as the Cowboys and stuff. We ain't paying them no $188 million for 4 years. We're still paying that Daniel Jones fucking contract. Bullshit ass Daniel Jones. Crazy as fuck. Crazy as fuck. Jerry Jones living in a fantasy world too. And it's crazy because he's paying Dak Prescott $60 million a year. And now you don't really have one of the greatest pass rushes in the NFL. Micah Parsons put them up there. Micah Parsons would make them have, like, you know, he's pretty much a one-man wrecking show. He could give them a top 10 defense just by him being on the fucking roster. Now that he's not on the roster, I'm going to go ahead and pencil the Cowgirls at a fucking defensive ranking 26. Everyone says that the Packers have the best two pass rushing duos. I don't believe that for 1 second. Rashawn Gary is a good pass rusher, but just pairing him with Micah Parsons doesn't give them automatic title of the best pass rushing duo. I'll bet that they're both good. Micah Parsons is a lot better than Rashawn Gary, so. But alright, I appreciate the football talk. I was just going to make it sweet, simple, and keep it under about 15 minutes, which I did. Your boy just got off work. You know what I'm saying? I am not no fucking Cowboy fan. Fuck the Cowboys. I'm glad they traded him. I wish Jerry Jones lives another fucking 10 years, Cowboy fans. Oh, go Big Blue.